So our investigators start pushing their luck again. Kate lands here at the unvisited aisle, ready to close up that gate. She's gone through a leg. Daryl swept in to open things up. I don't remember, from the hospital up here to the Silver Twilight Lodge. He'll get an event there. Jack charged down, heading towards this gate. But the biggie, Vincent Lee, spiked up his movement and rode his motorcycle through and ran into a dimensional shambler, and that did not turn out well for him. He had low odds to get away, but it basically just, damn it, I've got to try to close that gate. We've got to take some chances here, and I'm not doing much right now. Alright, so now we have our Arkham encounters, and let's see what our order is. He's going to go first. I'll come back and summarize. Pretty bad turn across the board. Not only did Vincent get stuck in space and time, Daryl found nothing. Now, he got 2 draws, his hometown advantage. I don't know if I've always been doing that, but Jack got lost in a cave and lost a point of stamina and doesn't get a turn next turn. And Kate, although she sealed the gate, there was something bad there, too. I don't remember what that was. Couldn't have been too bad. There weren't many options, right? She was just rolling for the gate. So I don't really think anything too terrible happened there. We draw our Mythos card. We're going to get the unvisited aisle. But you know what? Her special ability prevents that gate from opening up on her. That's really cool. Clue in the science building. Let's see what our... We're going to have some potential movement, but our effect is going to be the General Store, Curiosity Shop, and Magic Shop are closed until the end of next turn. Leave this card in play to indicate this. Okay, that's kind of... What is it? City gripped in blackouts. Got some movement to do, though. Squares. That doesn't move. Alright, well, I guess that's that. And they got away kind of cheap by not having a gate open up, but they also didn't get to tackle this one, and we've got some problems. Some of the characters are in a lot of trouble right now. Alright, well, onward. Aha, I know what it is. I stood Jack up, but I came to Kate, I realized what it is. She lost her paddy wagon coming back, so she's got to start walking around. Otherwise, she could have just slammed right in here and handled this as well. But, well, them's the breaks. Alright, so she's got a long walk if she's going to go there. And the characters who were available to reach this gate at the Historical Society couldn't really deal with the ghost in any easy way. They had only physical weapons and not enough sneakiness to successfully hide from it, especially if they took the heavy move there. Daryl got himself stuck here trying to make it to the witch house and grab an extra clue, whereas Jack ran up to Hibbs Roadhouse, had some drinks, met a cool chick there who, if he was poorer, she would have hooked up with him and stuff like that. Kate went into the unnameable, managed to get a cool spell. Find Gate. This allows you, for a cost of a sanity if you succeed in casting it, to jump back to Arkham from another world, right back to your gate, and close it out. Now this event is gone, and we got another one. But we're kind of, again, testing fate. You know, I mean, there's only so much you can do of this. The witch house. The witch house is blocked, so that's not a problem. Another clue at the Black Cave. That's one thing. Once you've got some of these closed, it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off, I guess. But we've got an environmental effect here. And there goes the ice, which I don't think I was really taking into effect. It's hard to remember. There's so many things going on in the game at all times. This one, investigators who end their movement in the French Hill streets may deal with the man in black to gain power. They roll dice equal to their current sanity, and for every failed die, they lose a sanity. If this drops them to 0, they're devoured. Uh-oh. Otherwise, they gain a clue and a spell. That doesn't sound like a really good trade-off. Sounds like something you probably aren't going to do, except for if you have, well, even if you have a lot of sanity, you're liable to lose too much for what you're going to gain. Even with your blessing or whatever, losing half your sanity is just not worth it. But it wasn't a terrible turn, and we'll push on to the next. So Kate took things easy and just kind of snuck out into the streets, avoiding the shambler. She's too powerful to risk getting lost in space and time more than what she has to just get out of that space. Vincent was able to come out of space and time, land here. He's got his maxed up his sneak as much as he could, and he succeeded in getting away from it. So he's going to get to drop through into the abyss. And things are once again looking good in the sense that that's the only gate that's open right now, and somebody's dealing with it. Chances are that there's going to be another one open. Chances are the world is doomed. But Daryl pushed into the black cave, grabbed a clue there, slipping away from this thing, and Jack charged over here to the curiosity shop, where he's going to get to draw 3 unique items, see if there's something he can afford that can really help him. We'll see. Okay, and Daryl didn't find anything of interest here. He would have had a chance to find some common items, but his speed wasn't high enough, actually. And then, let's see, Jack, well, he could only afford one thing, this obsidian statue. It looked worthwhile. He can discard it to avoid a sanity or stamina loss. Hey, what the hell, you know. His money wasn't doing him much good in and of itself. Kate didn't get to do anything. And Vincent, well, his event, he managed to avoid whatever it was. It was something you didn't want to face. We got the Silver Twilight Lodge, though. And that means we got another eyeball. And we're coming close to the end here. And all monsters in the north side street are returned to the cup. I don't think there's any there. That other card's gone. So that's about it other than the movement. We'll see. Oh, I gotta pull a monster for that one. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, it's a real. Alright, as to movement, Vincent continues on, about ready to close this gate. Daryl manages to sneak by these monsters. He's gonna get sucked into the Plateau of Lang. He's up here. Jack, well, Jack went to the river docks. He's gonna create some more money. What the heck? And Kate, well, her special ability is such that she wanted to be in a red space. One of the few things she can do is, at this point, is to block down a space just in case that card comes up and prevent Azathoth from showing up. One more gate opens and it's all over. So, you know, we got to be kind of careful here, right? All right. I've got some events to take care of, and I'll come back. Okay, on the Arkham encounters, Jack sold one of his trophies, his gate trophies, for a quick $5. Kate drew this kind of weird card here. A monster surprises you. That means she has to actually fight it. Worse, it has ambush, which meant she couldn't just run away at any point. If you pass a horror check and draw spells equal to the monster's horror damage. If you fail the horror check, you emerge with resolve, and you may search the skill deck for bravery. Well, she succeeded in the horror check, so she gets 1 spell. That's kind of cool. It's another find gate. Maybe I don't shuffle very well. But she also defeated the monster there, which is kind of cool too. She had to spend all her clue tokens, though, to do it, which isn't so cool. Her base fight chance on this was a 0 against it. But she gets to keep it in her pile of monsters. She's a good person to have been deputized, right? It had physical immunity, so she couldn't use her pistol against it. But clues work. Alright, I gotta check these Outer World people. From the Outer World checks, well, Vincent found a dead body, but there was nothing interesting on it. He didn't make his luck check. Daryl managed to get a clue. Nice, huh? Alright, we pass this on. Oh, not yet. We got the Mythos check. Remember, if one comes up that's real, it's all over. Independence Square, that's the game. Bang. It's over. That's simple. And you know, it's kind of funny because we had this kind of up and down. I'm not used to this in the 2 players where it was just continually seemed like the gates could be solved. In the pure 2-character 2-player game, I'll tell you, it was just really a matter of if we were doing things as cleverly as we could, yeah, we're going to face the big boy. And if it's Azathoth, it's over. There's no way to handle the gates in either sense. Closing them all, they come too quickly. Even at 4 players, we couldn't get them all closed, right? If there's more players, you can get them all closed. The question is, can you close enough of them? And maybe the answer is yes in 8. I don't know. But in 4, it was definitely this nice balance. And I think this is actually a good number to play with in terms of gate closing is a serious potential here. And we're not that far. Okay, we're not that close either. But we're not that terribly far from sealing 6 gates either. And the feeling in 8 players, sealing those 6 gates is going to be a lot easier because you got a couple of people running around gathering clues and items and such not to prepare themselves so that they, when the gate comes near them, they can actually seal it completely. Anyway, this was pretty exciting and pretty intense compared to the 2-player games. It didn't feel as hopeless. It felt like there was always this chance in it. And it definitely was a more enjoyable experience. I don't think I'm ever going to want to play it with just 2 characters in it again. It was also, though, a longer experience. The 2-player game really went quickly because, well, there was nothing we could do. It was just the time was running out, and it happened very fast. And there were less decisions to make because there's only 2 characters instead of 4. Anyway, I'll come back with a review after I clean this up.